In this episode of Suck Squash Bang Blow, I wait for coronavirus to pass, so I do some exercises, and make some comments on the internet. So there we go, the seats are out. It wasn't too difficult. Just going through the motions. So I took the seats out, let's have a look what's inside. So it's actually not that much rubbish in this car, it was fairly clean. Although under the back seat there is a fair bit of stuff. Let's have a look. So what do we have here? This seems to be a lens. This seems to be a lens from a pair of sunglasses, which is nice. There is money. There is a 50-cent piece here. Nice dirty old tissue. Who knows what that was used for? And then there's a pen. Not so bad. Alright, so we've pulled the furniture out, as you can see. Now it's time to get onto the carpets, the plastics, the roof liner, everything else. So let's get busy. What's up guys, welcome back. It's the next day here. I had to call it a day yesterday because I've just got a lot going on at the moment. So we're back in the car today, and yeah, there's a couple more things we got to do inside here to get it ready. So what we got to do is we've got to get rid of this sound deadening. There's a bit of sound deadening here. We've got to take that off. We've got to get rid of that vinyl that's on each one of the wheel wells. A bit of board at the back there. There's a water bottle there with those mounts for the rear parcel shelf. We're going to keep the motor for the rear windscreen wiper, but obviously for blasting purposes, etc., that's coming off. The roof lining has to come off. And the dash needs to come out. So there's still quite a bit of work left ahead of me. What we're going to do is in a couple of days, that'll be in the next video, we're going to have a look at the seating mounting in the seating position. We're also going to look at the wiring, existing wiring loom, the donor car, blah blah blah. So there's still quite a lot to do, because obviously the next step for this chassis is to go for blasting, and then at some point, well, we've got to do some fabrication work, then it must go for blasting. So we're kind of deciding which one we want to do first, but I think we might do the blasting and priming of the chassis first, then some of the fabrication work. We just also want to see how the seat is going to mount in this position, but that'll be covered in the next episode. So for now we just got to get rid of all of this stuff, maybe do some cutting and grinding. We'll see. Let's see how we go. Okay, so I tried getting this the sound deadening material off, and I got some of it off, but I think I'm going to have to apply heat to it to get it off, because it's quite a large area, and obviously with the indentations it's making it very difficult, and it's also been sitting for how many years. So I'm going to have to get a heat gun or a torch or something to do that, so I'm not going to tackle that right now. What I am going to do is I'm going to get onto this roof liner, but to do that I need to take the windows out, so let's see how far we get with that. So the challenge I'm having here is that this window has been in so long that, and this car's been painted, so like you can see, it's been painted so many times that, and there's a bit of rust. So there's a bit of rust forming here. So what's happened is that there is a seal on the seal. So the edge of the seal is like kind of rusted in, or yeah, the seal is kind of stuck in. So I'm just trying to get the scraper underneath the seal, run it all the way around to break the seal of the seal, and then we can get it out. So it's a bit of a painful mission, but yeah, we'll take it step by step. We get to tell firsthand how bad this chassis is, but it doesn't look too bad. Little bit of rust here. yeah, I got a lot done. Got all the windows out, got the roof lining out, got everything, all of that stuff out. The windscreen didn't make it, unfortunately. So let's have a look quickly. So like I said, obviously you've seen the rust, but it's getting there. So it's interesting. But yeah, there's still a lot to do on the engine bay. We've got to get the brake lines out, all the cables, the hoses, basically everything off the chassis so it can go for sandblasting. We're going to leave the suspension bits on the car so we can roll it around. We're going to take the fuel tank out, obviously. So what's left to do? All of the engine bay stuff, rear windscreen, lights, fuel tank, dash, the wiring has to come out, bumpers, all that kind of stuff. So yeah, it's been a long day. We'll carry on again soon, but yeah, that's that's the pile of crap so long. And I mean the car feels super light compared to what it was. So yeah, I think we're getting there. There's a fair amount of fabrication work to be done. So the windscreen, all the typical places have rust, which is not a great sign. Apparently they rust behind the fender, so we've got to get the fenders off. As you can see, you know about that rust. The roof is actually fine, which is magnificent news, because I was slightly concerned because there are some bubbles here on the roof, but that doesn't seem to be an issue. So carry on with the next episode. We're going to carry on just taking all the stuff out and really just prepping it for blasting. Then we've got to pull a whole bunch of other stuff off the other chassis. So yeah, but stick with us. Thank you for watching. If you liked this episode, please hit the thumbs up, and yeah, maybe consider subscribing and follow us on this journey. It's going to be pretty awesome. It's a long road, but totally worth it. So we'll catch you guys soon. Cheers.